What's up everybody, hello and welcome back to Anno 1503. Last episode we stopped here with a beautiful smaller town. We do have a few problems right now. First of all, buildings are burning all the time, so we're losing some money there as well, and of course also time, and it's annoying. Let's build the school. Now with the school, we're going to unlock something now, and that is researching. Now with the researching, we can then finally unlock new buildings. So let's just watch this real quick. People go to the school, only though the settlers, so the pioneers are not going for the school. Finally we have it, and as we can see, we're building up now knowledge points, and these knowledge points we can then directly use on new techs that we have everywhere here, and one of them is the well, and the well will unlock us then finally the fire dowsing or firefighting. Now I'm still waiting a bit. We do have the knowledge points, some 50 gold coins it costs, so not that much. Let's research it. The first research, boom, there it is, and this one goes right with the fire brigade that we can also already now research. Finally, we do have the fire brigade. There it is, fire brigade, a little building, and we can have that everywhere then. So first of all, let's get rid of this street here. Of course, this has all been planned all along, and we can have this fire brigade here. And as we can see, we get the first fire already. So the funny guy here in the red cloth, he is going for the fire and yes, fighting it. I no longer need to get rid of these buildings. We are doing the same thing down on this side. So we have one firefighter, and then I'm going to have the other one instead of this building there. And also here, a little firefighter for this area. Perfect! Just like that, and as we can see, we're continuing now to build up research on knowledge points that we can then use, for example, on a trade ship, on a medium trade vessel, or also on some weapons. Now, that's nice and dandy. The other thing that we have is our spice production down here. Let's unload the resources, so some stone, some wood, and we're going to need another spice farm. And I don't think that that is enough, so let's have yet another one up here then as well. Right, and this one goes right down. Let's build the
A fire has broken out.
Fields. That's fine. So we got now 5 of them. There's another fire. What I can hear is the same building again. I mean, what are the odds? Who's living in there? Who's cooking what? All right, off you go, fire. And other than that, it's looking pretty fine. Now we got the spice. Let's just check that real quick, that we have enough spices, because we need that juicy resource now soon. 22 tons. Money-wise, not in the best position anymore. So let's create our first trade route. Elagabulus, our ship with the best name ever, he's going now on a trade route. So first of all, we do need to have some stops. Stop number 1 is Gisholm. Stop number 2 is going to be Silver Moon. And that we can see it on the map as well. Beautiful outline. And then we have import here the spice, and let's just fill it up here. Right, and we're going to unload that then here in Silver Moon. There it is. And off you go. Activate the ship, or activate the trading, and my trade ship is now on the way, already having the first 27 tons of spices. Now, of course, we want to make sure that once this ship arrives, we have the market stands for it, and then we have a new one, which is the tobacco and spice stand. This one is then very important for those things. Oh, we have a dead person in the middle here of my town, disappearing just like that. And then let's have this one, and not only this one, but a second one here as well, right? So those 2 districts will be satisfied with that first. And let's also let them upgrade again. Using as many resources as I have, a few more of them, so they're all going to purchase then the spices. And as we can see, 75 for each one of these. Actually not that more expensive than, for example, the cloth and the leather, which by the way is really low. So we need to do something about that as well. How's the hides looking? We have lots of wool, so 2 more weavers will be a good idea. Even though we already have that many weavers, let's just build 2 more. And hides, though, we don't have that many. So hides is something we'll need. Yep, it's pretty low. We'll need more of these hunting lodges. Unfortunately, they're really, they need a lot of space and stuff like that. Up here, we still have a bit more space in the borderlands, as I like to call it. Let's have 3 more of these lodges. They're not that expensive. Right, there is one, And you little fella. Oh, he's on a hill again. So we'll need to build a bridge down here. Right to our market place. Alright, there we have 3 more of them. And I think by now... Nope, spices is still on the way. There it is. Spice is still on the way and is going to arrive now. And let's just watch this because it's always beautiful when a new resource comes in. There we have it, 27 tons, and everybody's rushing for the spices. And we're selling it, all of it. The same thing happens down here as well. There we have a tree. How dare you, tree grow in here? Very good. And as we can see, it's dropping, yeah, most likely to 0. But it's a lot of money that's coming in. So 3,700 we have again. And hopefully our money situation gets better. The more hides are coming in. So let's just check that real quick. We do have some hides. Yeah, I think another tannery might be a good idea. There we have it. Let's make it a block. Right, so we can still squeeze in another tannery in this spot there. Now, resource-wise, fine. I'm really inclined to go with yet another toolmaker, but I'm a bit worried about my balance, so we should probably not do that. How is my enemy looking? He is definitely a bit further ahead, though he doesn't have that much space, or as much space as I have. Alcohol, I think alcohol is our problem, right? Because that is definitely down. Now for alcohol, we do have a nice little new tool, and that's the hops farm. The hops farm will, however, need then as well the brewery. So it's 2 buildings, in fact, but it's producing way more than before. So let's have 2 hop farms now. 2 should be fine for now. We do have the hops fertility here. That's very important. And then we can just place these fields. Righto, 2 of them for now. Let's actually make 3 of them. I also like the look of these buildings. And then we have another one. And place the fields. And of course we do need a dedicated spot for the breweries, and we do have our industry district already defined, so let's have some breweries in this area as well. And I think 2 breweries will be good for now. They cost me 20 for the maintenance there each. But yeah, it should be fine. And they actually not look so bad looking, so having them buildings, people living in that area is actually perfectly fine. So I will never ever have to get rid of them anymore, except if I build a palace here perhaps. Then with a palace, we'll talk about it later. Now, alcohol should be flowing again soon. That is though a really, really expensive production. Though we have quite a lot of farms, right? Just for alcohol. Speaking of which, what else do we need? I think the food situation is a bit bad right now. Yes, food is still going down. So for the food, we need a few more farmers. Let's have another market building. And for this market building, we can then have some fisheries. Fisherman huts. Right, so 1, 2, and 3. And we cannot just spam them anymore side by side, but they definitely, I'm pretty sure they need their space. You know, otherwise it happens like this one, that they are hindering each other, thus leading to lower outputs. Where's my ship? There is my ship with more spices. We do need them. Oh, and spices are not out actually. So we're producing more spices than we actually need. That's pretty good. So we can have, in this district, also our little spice trader. Right, so people can purchase that here as well. Oh my goodness, my money, it's down. It's down, down, down. We do need to do something about that. Hopefully the alcohol is flowing. Let's just make sure that we really have enough then, because soon I will not be able to build any buildings anymore. This one for the hops. So once again, we have now the farms here in the borderlands. He's already got his first castle building there, so he can train some military. Oh, there is a fire. Is there no one? Oh yeah, he's on the way. Speaking of enemies, let's have a look. We have a diplomacy system, and that is this one here. That is our diplomacy system for Neidhart, he is called. So it's the same color, so it must be him. And we could give him money, we could get some tribute from him, we could insult him, we could threat him, Or we could just try to get a trade agreement.
You were able to sign
and we
a
are
trade
able to
agreement.
trade a trade agreement. So let's have a look what he actually offers us. Because now we can trade with him. And he wants... Oh, he wants wood. That is something we might actually offer. Let's try to sell some wood. So he will come to our warehouse now and try to purchase goods that he's needing. Right, so and wood is one of these. Money-wise, we do have a serious problem right now. So we are down, we are in the negative. And let's just hope that the alcohol is flowing. It is. We are producing now alcohol in the breweries. And thus my taverns should have more alcohol then again. Because that's one important way of getting money. Right, the other way is to, well, just release the building materials for all of them. And yeah, let them upgrade. The more people upgrade, the more want the spices. And thus we get a bit more money in addition. And as we can see, the planning turns out well, and we do have a bit of money again. So we're making some money right now. I think the taverns now are still not really high on alcohol, but they do get it more often now, thus resulting in more sales for that good. Let's just find out where the culprit is. 3 hop farms we have right now. We don't have any hops, so that's a good thing, and we have a bit of alcohol. So right now, I think it's break even, and as we can see, 1,000 again. Population is a good mood. We have 1,300 people so far. Now, all of that is nice, but we're still not making enough money for military. And we also want to have more ships. 1 ship is not enough. We do have the small shipyard. That is costing us quite a bit. We do need that, however, for the first ships. Now, the ships, however, also need sails, so that we have them. The rope maker. The rope maker, however, once again needs something else. And I'm not actually sure what. I think wool he will need. So let's build a rope maker. We'll need him sooner or later anyway. There we got him. And oh, hemp. So he needs the hemp. There we have the hemp plantation. And once again, that is something that we can have in the Borderlands. Up on that side. Having some hemps. Or actually, down here would be fine too. Yeah. We have to wait for the money anyway. Speaking of money, we might just sell even more stuff. We're selling food, salt right now. I think we might also sell some stone.
A conflagration is devouring your city.
Oh, and we have lots of spices. I don't know. Perhaps we might actually sell that. Let's sell some stone there as well. The trader is coming. Let's see if we can sell something. Nope, he didn't purchase anything. Oh, yes, he did. Very good, 900. He purchased primarily stone, from what I can tell right now. Alright, the stone we have plenty of anyway, and I want my hemp, because we need to have those ropes. I think, let's have... Oh, yes, perfect. They don't need a fertility. I was shocked there for a moment. Let's have 2 of them, but only 2. That'll be the end of it then. I don't need more of them. And 2 hemp fields. And they're starting right away. I mean, perfect fields, right? You place them and you can harvest them right away. Just as in real life. And they're harvesting the hemp. So we got the ropes flowing. Ropes and wood. That is all we need for the first trading ships then. Once we have enough resources to build them. Yeah, that cost us all our money again, those 2 hemp farms. We're still struggling to survive here financially. But that's how the game goes. Balance, very, very low. How's my food looking? What I can see is that we're definitely producing way more spices than we need, so we might as well just sell a few of them instead of the food. Instead of food, we're going to sell the spices. And for spices, let's just keep them low there, so at 20, around that. And instead of that, instead of the food, because the food I'm no longer selling, I can have more buildings now consuming the food. So we do have some room here. And now I can get also rid of the forester and this forester. Since we don't need that much of them anymore. That many of them. Right, to creating thus a new district. Here we're probably going to have the chapel. So I'm not going to place any houses there right on this one. But rather up here. Right, and then let's have more buildings. They're all reaching the marketplaces, so that's fine. I just love the look of these pioneer houses. There we have the road then. Consume, you people. You have to consume. We need the money. Alright. And here we can close it off then. And thus have a whole new big district here. And just keep in mind, this is only the right side of the city. We still have the left side as well, but the left side, we still have our forester huts that we will need to relocate then later, because here, of course, we want to have more districts as well. And a little plaza. And I think the plaza we can then perfectly have here, having a little plaza just where the hills are. I can already imagine that, having a park around the hill and the plaza with the cathedral then right on top of it. That should turn out nicely later. Not fire. I just look at the buildings. I love them. And you haven't even seen the next stage yet. Tobacco is all we need, really. Alright, we don't have enough wool once again. Things are not turning out so nicely right now. Why are those sheep farms not producing more? Right, hides. How many hides do we have? Is that a good thing? Oh, we have lots of hides. We can have another tannery easily. And yeah, speaking of which, we have our market building here. I think we could upgrade that as well. There it is. And this will cost us 500 though, so that's quite a lot. I'm not doing that right away. Alright, we are at 62 spices. Where's the trader? I want to see if we can sell some of these spices, because we need the money. Yes, we sold spices, because look at that. Holy cow, yep. We sold all of the spices that we actually put on display, and thus got 2,000 coins out of this trade for the spices alone. So that was totally worth it. With that, now we have enough money to go with the tobacco. But first, before we can go with tobacco, we will have to get the trade ship. So for that, we do need... There we have it. We do need a shipyard. The shipyard we can actually build out here, because we have our market building there as well, in all its glory. And as we can see, now there it is, the small trading vessel. It actually, oh, it needs cloth as well. So we don't even have everything ready for the ships there. So cloth is something. We do need more sheep farms. We can get rid of the sheep farms later than with the cotton, but cotton is something we haven't unlocked yet. That will be very important. But right now, let's focus on the sheep. And yeah, down here in this area, we can still have some sheep farms. Let's get rid of all the trees here. Lots of new sheep on my island. It's getting a bit crowded of sheep here. That cost me quite a lot. So the only thing that I still want is another weaver's hut now that we had so many sheep there. So many new sheep farms, even though the current ones need more as well. I think that will be now adjusted with those sheep farms here. Mup, mup. And eating the grass away, giving us some wool. We also have some wolves here. Is that right? Looks like a wolf to me. I hope he's not killing any sheep there. Nope, he's just sleeping. Is he sleeping? I hope he's sleeping. Oh, we have so many hides. It's incredible, really. Leather is fine now too. The only thing really is missing is cloth. Nope, he actually died. That was a wolf, I think. And yeah, we still have enough spices, so that's fine. And I think, looking at my resources, let's have some more upgrades. Yeah, costing us all the wood that we had for lots and lots of more settlers. Those settlers in return are going to purchase then more of my spices. And as we can see, also alcohol is now plenty in all of my taverns. So my balance should be looking good. It's actually fine. It's not splendid. I'm not rich by any means, but I'm getting my money there right now. Very good. More spices, especially then some spices that we can sell. So there's the trader coming. In that regard, I actually might think about... Oh yeah, another 1,500 there. I actually think about expanding my spice production. This one doesn't have a street connection. Yeah, doesn't have one. We don't even use all the spices. There wasn't a road here. I don't believe that. Finally, yeah, we have a whole new plantation that can actually be finally used. Beautiful. So we don't have to worry about that. All we need to worry about is ships. And for that, we do need the cloth. The ropes are coming in. So for the ship there, a bit more ropes. And I think we can, yep, go with the medium trade vessel. But look at that. It cost me 400 gold. 25 knowledge, which is the maximum that we can have right now. We could go with the weaving mill. What? Why would we need... Oh, is that producing more cloth then? No idea. Let's not go with the medium trading so far. What we could do is swords. So I should spend some of my knowledge points. If it's capped, it's no use to us. You know, it's capped at 25. So we do need to use it. We have unlocked it for weapons. So now we can finally go then with archery, for example, with trebuchets for getting down the walls and stuff like that. Here we do need a firefighter in this district. Lots of fires in the town all the time. Wherever I look. Resource-wise, we're fine. I might actually sell some more stone, but no. Yeah, let's upgrade a few more settlers there. The next spice is coming in. The next spices. And cloth is now finally also a bit in store there, I think. It's not enough. Let's have a look at the weaving mill. I want that. And there we have it researched. Let's have a look what we can do with it. It's level 2. It's this one and... Oh, I think it uses cotton. Let's try this on 1. Nope, it's using wool. No idea why we would need that one though. Perhaps we can get rid of 2 of them and save some money, so... Nope, because it's costing twice as much as a normal one. We only save some space with it. And we got the Black Death for the first time. Though I don't see him yet. There was the message about the Black Death, but... Not that I would see him. Doesn't matter. It was a warning. It was a warning. There he is again. There he is. Yep, he's down here. We don't have a medic yet. Unfortunately, I need to get rid of these buildings. So there is a new problem. The medic. The medic's something I think we need to research him. There he is. The doctor. And he needs then healing plants. There it is. The herbs that we can use. And this is just costing us money once again. So this is something where we still have to manage again somehow our money. Alright, I'm just going to wait now for the cloth and then we can finally build our first ship and expand to the tobacco, which is already the last good for my settlers. Stay tuned.